If I told you that you are going to die tomorrow and that today is your last day being alive, and you are sure of that, you are 100% sure that tomorrow will start without you, the question is, what will you be doing? What will you think? What will go through your mind? Because when we get to that point in our lives, when we have to face the inevitable, the things that used to stress us out of this life, people who hurt you, people who wronged you, people who upset you, suddenly those things don't mean anything anymore. Because right there, right then, you are faced with the reality of your own mortality, the inevitable death knocking on your door, and you know death is a knock that you can't ignore. You get to that point. You got before you your own deeds, your own self to answer for. Who have you wronged? Who have you hurt? Who have you upset? You know, we procrastinate so many a times, and death is the one thing that no one wants to talk about. Everybody just wants to postpone it. It's like the old saying that says that everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. You see, you and I will inevitably come to that final meeting place, which is death. We will all end up there. It is an appointment. Death is an appointment that none of us, doesn't matter who you are, your background, your qualifications, your nationality, your color or your creed, it doesn't matter. We will all have to face it. It is an appointment that you can't deny. You can't cancel it. You can't postpone it. It is inevitable. Death is the one thing that put your whole life into perspective. Thinking about your own death could be the best thing that you can do for your life. There is no greater pain than the pain of regret. Nothing kills your soul more than that feeling of regret. Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside us while we live. Every man's life ends the same way. It is only the details of how he lived and how he died that distinguish one man from another. And you too should live your life in a way that the fear of death can never enter your heart. Death is a challenge. It tells us not to waste time. It tells us to tell each other right now that we love each other. The fact that this day, today, could be your last day. This could be your last chance. And if not today or tomorrow, it might be sooner than you think. And because of that, leave nothing for tomorrow. And that forces you to reflect on some very, very important questions. The things and the questions that you postpone in the hope, in the belief, and dare I say the assumption that you will have time to address them in the weeks, the days, and the years to come. The reality is that there is no guarantee. None of us know. You don't know if you are going to be around to face tomorrow. There is simply no guarantee, and because of that, we should focus more on the inevitable, on the only guarantee, which is death. You see, death will eventually caught up with all of us. Death is not a respecter of persons. Death doesn't care about who you are, your financial status, how far and high up you are in the political arena, in the spiritual arena, in business. Death simply doesn't care. You see, death has caught up with some of the mightiest of people. Death has caught up with Nelson Mandela. Death has caught up with Albert Einstein. Death has caught up with the notorious B.I.G. He has caught up with one of the greatest boxers, Muhammad Ali. Death has caught up with Adolf Hitler. Death has caught up with some people who were able to escape a lot of things, but they couldn't escape death. And you should ask yourself, if you were to die tomorrow, would you be proud of the life that you have lived? And one day, your life too will flash before your eyes. But you make sure that it's worth watching. When you look back on your life with your last breath, will you wonder if your life meant anything? Because at that moment, that very moment, and if ever you've been present when someone took their last breath, you would know. Because nothing reminds you more of your own mortality than being right there, present at that very moment. I've never seen anyone on their deathbed worried about things like what they look like, is their hair in place, concerned about what they are wearing, are their bills paid. You know, you won't even spare a second thought about other people's opinions and judgments. At that very moment, that won't concern you at all. Because what you have before you will be much greater and a bigger concern. You will occupy your whole being and you won't worry about the other things. And to you watching right now, you still have an opportunity. You still have the chance to make that change and make it now. Mend that broken relationship. Pick up the phone and make that phone call. Ask for forgiveness and forgive. Say what you need to say. Be free and be you. Because you never know. You never know that today, right now, where you are, it might be your last chance. This might be your last opportunity. And you must embrace it. You know, they say life is not about the amounts of breaths that you take, but about those moments that takes your breath away. It is all about what you make of it. And you can make that change. Because in a moment, a single moment, it can all change. All of it. Use this moment to reflect and ask yourself, how will I be remembered? Was I happy? Was there love in my life? Did I give enough love? Did I live the life that I wanted to live? Was my life devoted to pleasing others at the expense of my own joy, my own happiness, my own peace? Did I live the life I really wanted to live? Was I true to myself? How could I have brought more happiness to my life and the people I really loved and cared for? And thinking about your own death, sitting alone with the thoughts and thinking about your own passing, gives you the opportunity to self-examine your life and take responsibility for that life. Don't take anything or anyone for granted. And ask yourself, did I make a difference? Did I add value? How could I have done things differently? Did my presence make an impact? Because you know, if your presence don't make an impact, your absence will make no difference. This is your life. And you should never be pushed by your problems, but be led by your dreams. And I don't want you to give up. I want you to keep pushing. I don't want you to give in. It was Hebrews 12 verse 2 who says, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross, despising the shame, and now he's set down at the right hand of the throne of God. You should live fully today. Fully today. Have no regrets. Go all in. Go all in for your dreams. Go all in for your goals. And I want you to promise me, that you will love like you've never been hurt before. That you will smile like you've never cried. That you will dance like no one is watching. That you will sing like no one is listening. And very importantly, that you will live like there is no tomorrow. Thank you so much, everybody, for once again joining me on today's episode. I always enjoy spending time with you all. Thank you so much for embarking on this journey with me. If this episode was of value to you, can I kindly ask you, if you haven't, to please subscribe to my channel, to like this video, to share it, and leave your comments in the comment section below. It's easy to subscribe. You can just hit that subscriber button in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, and please remember to hit the all notifications, and that way you will be notified and you won't miss out whenever I upload new videos. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.